Just about. It's definitely some of the best we see in the game today.
Very fun to watch. They have yet to drop a set.
Oh, wait a second. We got
In
Isaiah
recent
stepping
memory,
up.
at
We got Isaiah and Kero
Yeah, this is going to be winners
versus
finals.
Mejor. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is winners finals, and I would not be at all surprised to see this in grands as well. Because, oh, this is going to be a sight to behold.
This looks like Jaime is opting to go Kirby here.
Yeah, so we got Choo Choo, Isaiah, and Kero. Kero playing the Ghost Pika. And Jaime on Kirby. And SuPeRbOoMfAn with the blue hat Pikachu. How do you feel about Pikachu hats?
Pikachu hats?
Yeah, like what's your Pikachu hat tier list?
I mean, I like green the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Most people think that green is like bottom tier Pikachu hat.
Really? Is it
From
because
the people I've
Pikachu gets the
surveyed.
green tint when you have the green hat? Is that what people don't like?
Oh, I don't know. And I don't think we can afford to talk about that any longer. We're getting straight into it.
Team Mejor starting off with a lot of damage put on there.
Oh yeah, they were able to run in and just put him in the grinder. The grab chain's starting up.
See, this is why Kirby's so great. He didn't get it there, but Kirby off the ledge, if you throw in another opponent at, like your teammate throws an opponent at the Kirby, a lot of times can just pick up that dare real quick. Get those quick, easy kills.
Yeah, that's a 2-hit team combo that'll take you pretty far. Oh, man. But red team able to turn it around. Ooh. That looked like just a tech error from Isaiah.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic.
That was a great team hit by Kero to get Isaiah out of the pressure. I am 100% certain that was entirely intentional.
Yeah, Kero not known for playing a lot of teams. In fact, up until about a week ago, he despised teams.
Really?
And I guess, I don't know if Isaiah asked him to team with him or the other way around, but like a couple days ago, Kero's like, yo, doubles is so much fun.
Well, I'm glad he's come around because I am a big fan of doubles, and I'm really glad that the format is getting as much exposure as it's been getting these days. So here we see an even stock count. Both teams just sort of slugging it out, sort of trading stage dominance.
See, and this is where the Kirby's going to struggle in these situations, coming back really slow.
Oh, but
That's
man,
going to be it.
but he was able to come back slowly enough to give his partner time to come back and lay down some cover fire, even though it
And
didn't
that's what you
entirely
want to
work
do.
out.
When your teammate comes back to life and they're invincible, they can really pressure them on the edge and try to get you an opening to get to grab that ledge.
Oh, that was a great up B on the left side there. Oh man, you could see it looked to me like in that split zebra edge guard situation that both Pikachus that were left on stage didn't quite know what to do. Didn't quite know if they should engage or run over and try to lay down a wall. That was sort of funny. It could have just been that they were spacing each other out. All right, red team starting to pull ahead. Isaiah holding on to a ripe stock for now. Oh, man.
That was almost good by Isaiah. He tried to trick him, thinking he was going to land in front and then try to fade back behind. Didn't quite work, but good try.
I'm sort of surprised that Jaime wasn't laying down some more active interference.
Like throwing out dares and stuff? Or
Yeah, or just throwing out hitboxes, being more of a threat, maybe even putting somebody in hit stop. So blue team keeping it, they were keeping red team from widening the gap, and right there, they had a good chance to extend it. And, oh man, Pikachu gets back. Pikachu. Man, Pikachu. It's so hard to kill the rat. All right, so, and now red,
great pick.
okay, yeah, this is, especially now that Kirby got back, this is not at all a done deal, but I do think that blue team is going to have to step it up a little from what we've been seeing.
I think they've just been losing those ledge exchanges that I've been talking about, like when Kirby's right here, and you have 2-on-1, 3 Pikas on the stage. It's really hard for Pikachu to just hold the stage so Kirby can get back.
That is true. All right, so let's see what happens, and it looks like a clean cross stage, but Pikachu is still very much alive. Oh, that looked like maybe a slight tech bobble by Isai there.
Boom gonna try to put up a fight here, see what he can do in this 2v1.
Yeah, and it's really the mark of a great player that he's not just going in, but he's actually like taking his time, trying to like giving the other team every opportunity to hit each other. But Isai and Kero aren't gonna fall for that. Like you mentioned how seasoned Team Mejor is, both individually and with each other. But like Isai and Kero have definitely put in the time as well. And even if Kero hasn't been playing teams for very long, you know he's got those fundamentals. He understands the game on a level that very few people do.
Yeah, and anytime you put like Isai, possibly the greatest doubles player in Smash history, up with Kero and like a top 5 NA singles player,
absolutely,
you're gonna have a good team. We see
Jaime goes Mario.
I have to go to Mario.
That's very curious. But I mean, I enjoy it just because I like to see Mario's on the screen.
I know Mario really good on the ledge. You know, if you're off a little bit in your edge guard, he's gonna hit you with that up B and get back safely. Also really good at saving his partner with the up B.
That is true. It takes Mario a long time to come back, but so does Kirby. And I think that Mario has a couple more options in a team scenario off the edge.
See, I feel like Mario has a little better option in team for recovering because he can also just wait with the down B, take his time to come back, or he can push, double jump and up B and try to get back sooner.
Yeah.
But probably not as great a stage presence as Kirby has when Kirby's on the stage.
That is probably true. But between Jaime and Boom, a lot of times they can make it work. Yeah, and you see right there, Boom just laying down some interference for Jaime to come back. He just didn't engage, he just sat back. And that was exactly the right thing to do. Oh man, Jaime is able to fish out a hit with the down B that allows him to go over and cover for Boom.
Down B is extremely hard to DI out of. And even if you do, usually Mario still ends up with positive frames.
Yeah, but the crazy thing was like Jaime took that tornado like around the world before he actually landed the second hit. That was some extremely high-level Mario play. Ooh. Man, that was an intense exchange. You had a lot of hitboxes flying out. I'm not entirely sure what happened even. All right, and here again, one thing I'm noticing is that a lot of times in neutral, red team is sort of defaulting to this position where one Pikachu is just sort of above the Pikachu. So it's like they just have this wall of Chu that they sort of walk down the stage.
And that's what I'm talking about there with Mario. He was able to sneak that up B in, even though he didn't live in the end, but...
Yeah, it still took some pressure off.
It's always nice to see, you know, not a Kirby Pikachu in teams.
Exactly. I'm a big fan of promoting the less frequently played characters. Oh man, and that was I think that was a pretty critical ledge exchange for blue team right there, because they sort of had red team on the ropes on both sides, and red team just sort of got back. And there's that up B like you mentioned. That's something that Kirby would have had a lot of trouble doing.
He didn't get back with it, but he was able to open it up enough to let Boom get back to the ledge. Looks like blue team started out with a lead, but red team slowly taking over.
Yeah, and not through anything spectacular either. They've just been playing a solid game. They've just been controlling the stage pretty well, and they've just been locking down the kills when they get an edge guard situation, which I think is something that blue team has been having more of a problem with.
So that's where Mario struggles. When he gets caught without his double jump, he's forced to down B that close to the stage.
Oh, yeah.
Zip out there and back him right quick.
Yeah, there's not much you can do, especially staring an angry rat down. And once again, Boom able to lay down the interference, allow Jaime to get back.
One thing I noticed, we're not seeing Jaime throw a lot of fireballs.
That is true. In teams in general, projectiles are a lot riskier. Just because it can be very difficult for your teammate to really know when you're going to do it and where they're going to go. It's also true that red team's just been really keeping up the pressure, and projectiles aren't really something that you can throw out unless you have a little bit of leisure.
See, like right here where he's when he's stuck off the ledge, he threw one out there to try and free up that ledge and get that ledge grab.
Yeah, and Isai was just able to sort of keep the ledge guard going and give Kero the opportunity to go out and keep things down on the opposite side of the stage. So, like I say, Red Team hasn't been doing anything spectacular to get this rather pronounced lead that they have right now. They've just been playing really solidly and also getting locking down those edge situations. It's exactly like you were saying.
Yeah, no gimmicks, just straight up outplaying a little bit right now.
Yeah, especially at the ledge. I think that is notable. Because it's not like Blue Team hasn't been getting ledge guard situations. They just haven't been converting them with the same efficiency as the Red Team has. Because I see, yeah, Jaime's off the stage, and he's not... Ooh, or will he get back? No.
Couldn't quite save him.
Yeah, Boom did his utmost, but there's only so much you can do at that point.
And there's 2-0.
So they've...
Team Mejor might drop their first set in the past 2 years, past 3 years.
Quite an historic event here in Pasadena, California. Yeah, and see, they're going back to Kirby. They're going to see if maybe that additional stage presence might not help out. Maybe if some of those down airs off the stage that you can't get with Mario help give a bit more of that ledge conversion that they need.
And a great start for them there. Definitely won that hot start.
I can't help but wondering if being a little more or a little less aggressive would be really good for Blue Team, because I feel like if they can break up this like wall of chew that Red Team has going, then that'll give them a lot more instances to open things up. But then again, that's not the pressure that they've really had trouble dealing with. It's mostly just converting at the ledge.
It's mostly right here. See, Jaime was off there floating around, and Boom couldn't really push the space for those two Pikas to help give Jaime a way to get back to the ledge, and it just walled Boom out and then edge guarded Jaime.
Yeah, and there was that was actually some pretty crazy play, going from one side of the stage to the other and back again, just sort of edge guarding two characters at one time. And like that's just super solid play to be able to do something that spectacular without making a spectacle of it. Oh, that was a good save by Boom to hit Jaime.
Out of the forward throw.
Yep. I think it was going to be a back throw for the kill. Yeah, and there, Boom, allowing Jaime to come back. But again, that was Isai just sneaking in. Especially if you have a double edge guard like that, both members of the same team on one side of the stage, and they're both Pikachu. It can be hard to cover every option.
Jaime went way low, trying to find an opening, but he couldn't get past his two Pikachus.
Not quite. Oh wow, rising down air to get back on the stage from Jaime, fantastic. And he is able to convert that one. And Blue Team is keeping this game 3 even. They have been at a slight stock disadvantage. Oh, that was a fantastic hit by Kero to keep Boom out there. But now that Jaime's come back.
Yeah, it just seems like Boom is trying to put in so much work right now.
He's definitely the point man, I think.
That's for certain.
And that might be due in part to an effort to conserve Jaime's stocks. I can't help but wonder. Oh man, yeah, Red Team is starting to pull away. Another great save to hit your teammate out of the throw by Jaime this time. Yeah, that is really high-level teams play when you're able to figure out stuff like that. Oh, and Isai just showing Jaime the business there at the edge. It's really a struggle for Jaime to give Boom the room he needs to recover against Isai and KeroKeroppi.
They're just doing so well right now. When they have one player off, they're just dominating the stage and getting the edge guard. The other teammate can't do anything.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, we have never seen Team Mejor look so helpless in some situations, because they are really struggling to get back on stage whenever they get pushed off.
Right there, Boom's actually able to hold the ledge there and let Jaime get back safely.
Yeah, it was mostly just by being, very nice, the Bubble Blast neutral air.
Great pickup.
But then he gets down aired by Kero. And this is the sort of Oh, Jaime is able to open something up there, but this is a mountain to climb, 2 stocks to 4. And they were almost able to clinch that with a nice Kirby down air. Oh, the brick! The brick! We're building the house here in Pasadena. Does LAS need another house? Yeah, and now that things have gotten down here, everyone's being a bit cautious.
Still could go either way here. It's really whoever gets the next set kills.
Oh, this could be the opening that Team Mejor needed. That could be the team hit that Team Mejor couldn't afford. Yeah, Jaime almost able to make it back.
We've got a 1v1. We've got Isai and Boom.
Oh, Isai and Boom. Everyone loves to see these guys fight. It's like the classic superhero battle. Like, who would win between like Batman and Aquaman?
Aquaman. I don't know if I'd use him there.
I mean, it depends on where you're fighting. Like in the ocean. But here, Boom's getting it started up. Nice standard Pikachu. Oh wow. Isai with only 1 leg of the up B. Team Mejor is able to take their first game of the set.
Was that Isai Boom or was that KeroBoom?
It was Isai Boom. Kero's the ghost.
Okay. Team Mejor not going to get 3-0'd.
Looking to remind people that they have been the dominant force in 64 teams for at least 2 years. A less explosive start this time. Yep. Both teams really just sitting back waiting for an opening.
They're playing the neutral in teams there.
Absolutely. One of those critical edge situations. And blue team able to get back.
Great
team
teamwork
combos. I love seeing me some great team combos. Oh, that was interesting. Kero not quite waiting out the Angel invincibility that time. Another bad team hit. Yeah, ultimately probably the right choice to hit his teammate. Sort of hard to tell in that situation. He didn't die, so it was the right decision.
When he hit him with that F smash, or
with the neutral air.
The neutral air.
Yeah, Jaime neutral aired Boom because Boom was getting thrown. But that was a while ago. Oh, did we just see Jaime DI out of a jab grab? I think we might have.
I was watching what's going on with the other characters. Teams just move so fast.
Absolutely, and there's so much to keep track of. When you're playing teams, a lot of times I find one of the best things to do is to sort of look at the screen and sort of try to envision where everybody is and infer where you are from that. So it's like you look at everybody but yourself.
Mm-hmm. You got to keep your eyes like moving. You can't just focus on one character.
Yeah, or else something's gonna come out of somewhere and blindside you. Hey man, Team Mejor looking pretty decent in the opening of this game. It's only just now that Boom lost his first stock.
And I think that they've just been winning the stage control here. That's what's been.
Yeah,
that's been the difference this last match.
Yeah, stage control, and I feel like they have been a bit more effective holding down the ledge. I think that a lot of it has been they've been better at denying red team the ability to run interference. So they've been better at running counter interference and letting their partner perform an edge guard.
See right now here, one
great DI.
opponent off, they're controlling the stage.
Mm-hmm.
See what they can come up with here.
Fantastic shield by Boom there, just letting Jaime act with impunity. That looked like a slight lapse of communication, though.
And that's part of the team synergy idea. Is like you gotta know when you need to really respect your partner's space, when they're gonna take an opening, or when they're gonna let you take an opening.
Yes, I feel like being able to read your partner in teams is even more important than being able to read your opponent in singles.
Could be, depending on which way you look at it. I don't know.
Yeah, it also depends on how you play teams, because if you like to force 2 1v1s, then it doesn't matter as much. But if your team strategy depends on very tight cooperation, then it's necessary.
Boom gets caught there in shield, but great save by Jaime. Comes down with the end of his dare.
And that was one of the situations that you were talking about earlier where it's hard to really capitalize off of a shield break because so much is going on. And very nice right there. Boom laying down the interference, getting...
Oh, man, just missed that back air. Grab? Yep.
Forward throw, but not quite.
I mean, it's almost like just throwing your partner off stage. They're so high, you're going to have a 2v1 for a few seconds.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And back throw is going to do a little more damage, but they're going to be back on stage a lot faster. I think the forward throw is a good option there.
I suppose that's true. Yeah, and here is one of these ledge situations that Mejor was having trouble with earlier, but they were looking
like
pretty good, and it looks like they might, and they do. They ultimately clean it up.
They've tightened it up. They've tightened up their game, and they've been really controlling the stage.
Yeah, and now they're looking awfully good. 5 stocks to 2. That's quite the hill to climb for Isai and KeroKeroppi. Oh, double edge guard. Yeah, Jaime was fishing hard for that down air. Yeah, red team wants to play it very cautiously here. Exactly like that, because then openings like that will open up.
Not sure what Jaime was going for there.
He was going for some cheese. He figures we're ahead, we can afford it. If we get it, then we win. And he didn't get it, and he wasn't punished for it, so ultimately not a bad option, perhaps. Again, goes with the forward throw. Yeah, man, red team really just hanging on to these stocks. And they're able to shave one off of Boom and put Jaime into an edge guard situation, though they weren't able to fully convert.
Brought it back from 5 to 2. Now it's 3 to 2.
So just a couple more, and they will be in the lead if they can manage it. Important edge guard situation on Jaime.
See, now
and it's
they've
still
got
going.
Stage control again.
Yeah, but they weren't quite able to clinch it.
Jaime really pushed there for stage positioning, and it paid off.
All right, Isai has to take 3 stocks if he wants to clinch this for red team here and now. And with this percent count, it's not out of the question. But he's going to have to play extremely well. He's going to have to follow his own advice right here.
I think he wants probably to get Jaime first so that he only has to take 1 stock off Boom, and rather than having to take 2.
I think that is definitely the way to go, especially because then Boom is already at a very high percent. It will be relatively easy to clinch it. But if he gets a chance to kill Boom, he's going to do it. Oh, but he fails to DI out of the jab grab. We're taking this to Game 5 on Winners Finals. It's Snosa doubles. Isai and KeroKeroppi putting up the best fight we've ever seen against Team Mejor. That's
for certain. We've seen Team Love do pretty well in the past, but they've never taken it to Game 5.
Team Love is Dexter and the Z.
No, that's
excuse me, right?
Tacos and the Z.
Okay. All right. Split edge guard.
Controlling stage right now. It's one thing Kirby's really good at in teams. Kirby has such an aerial presence. Like when a Kirby's above you, you're paying attention to that Kirby. It can be very hard to like move underneath a Kirby that could just come down with a downer at any time.
That's absolutely true. Anytime Kirby is above you, you are in the danger zone.
Great pickup by Blue Team.
And great shield by Jaime. That was a fantastic instance of reading your partner. They both sort of instinctively knew what was going to happen. And we're starting to see red team work their way back towards some stage control, but they're being sort of pushed to the corner by Mejor.
Blue team's pushing for that space, but
they've been able to do it pretty well. Red team here looking to be a bit more in control. They're able to push a split edge guard.
Yeah, they're able to capitalize on that splitting up of the blue team.
And I really like it that red team both stayed on the left side to do the edge guard, and because Boom was so far out right that he needed a lot of time to come back.
Ooh, another great pickup by Jaime.
Yeah, not quite clinching it though. the start of a team combo by Mejor. And there you saw Kero just waiting for Isai to get back, just standing there and being a threat, daring blue team to come at him. Sometimes all you need to do to run interference is just stand there.
Great movement by Kero avoid that downer from Jaime.
Oh, Isai going all the way down. But he's not quite able to get back against Boom. The double, that does it.
Oh, but then he SDs.
That was very peculiar.
Like, I don't know, he went to zap to ledge and he just missed it.
Uncharacteristic for Boom. And here we have blue team establishing their dominance in center stage again. And it's really center stage that blue team has been able to hold and red team hasn't. So here red team is in a decent position.
We're seeing Jaime spend a lot of time up on those platforms, just floating around, looking for an opportunity to come in with a dare or fast fall nair or something.
As we saw in that situation a moment ago, that's really what broke through the red team's lines and really reestablished blue team in the center stage.
Yeah, the blue team's just capitalizing a lot more when they gained that stage positioning.
But I feel also like it might be the case that more cheese. It might be the case that Mejor is really relying on the down air from Kirby to be able to break up stage control like that, just because it can be such a threat. Split edge guard. Kero gradually drifting towards the left side of the stage to try to help out. Wow, that was actually a fantastic team's play to let Isai go in for the back air instead of trying to be there himself and getting hit by the back air as well. That's one of those fantastic teams things that can be hard to see how good it is because it really rested in what Kero didn't do.
Great job by blue team walling out Isai while they edge guard Kero. They got him split up now. They're holding center stage. Oh, even though
projects out. Oh man.
That's a
bad
team error there by red team.
Yeah, red team was getting a little fancy there. They were doing some sort of clever team stuff to get back on stage. And now we see them having to face a similar amount in 2 stocks to 4. So again, I think that we'll see them right on top of each other like that.
Jaime just floating, waiting like a hawk in the air to come down. It's really starting to work in their favor.
Yeah, I think that they must have just sort of figured out how red team was pressuring. Oh, they almost got it off of that throated. And another one? Not quite.
Isai Kero on their last stocks here in Game 5.
In winner's bracket, at least. All right, and again, Isai is going to have to pick up a lot right here if he wants to clinch it. But it's looking a little less likely because he's at a higher percent and he doesn't have quite as much percent racked up on his opponents.
I think it's pretty rare to see.
Oh, he gets the reverse.
Teams at this level drop a 2v1, but
yeah.
Here we have it, 3-2. Coming down, they were down 2-0. They came back to win it 3-2.
Mejor remains undefeated in sets at least.